talk as well. Like, now, now, is it a way for you to feel like that?
Is it a way?
You could take say you take your same situation, which is common. A single mother, pretty much. You know, maybe the father in and out occasionally around, going to jail, whatever. In the hood, more than one kids, struggling to make things happen. Hub was good, right?
Yeah.
Are there not some people in that same situation who have relationships with their aunts and uncles and cousins and all that, to where, like, if my mom's died, we got that relationship?
Yeah.
So that's the one thing about. So look, right? Check it. The one thing that I started to realize, right, was that nothing seemed to be an anomaly. So, but it's frustrating. So, like, look, say for instance that you put, this is what anybody's moms who probably interacting with me that been in my life, anybody moms, it don't matter who it is. If you put down, if you gave me a multiple choice test with certain dilemmas and what a person mother would do, I'm gonna pick 100 times out of 100 because of the experiences I have now, right? And this, let me not say experiences, because of the knowledge that I have now, because of the awareness, right? But what it is that a person has to have something. A person has to have something in them, right? Mm-hmm. That makes them go against the grain. So, like, like, so we got this thing where I don't want to say we won't ask for help, because we're always asking for help, but we just ask for help in a non-helpy way. Like maybe in a complaining, maybe in a beefing, maybe in a getting aggressive way. But as opposed to be like, yo, I'm struggling, I'm going through some shit, I got these kids, I might need help, I don't know if their father gonna be in their life, I do want them to have access to family, I want to kind of, I feel like we'd be stronger together, I feel like that, you see what I'm saying? So it's like with the thing, so with Deucing is like, I would call it non-traditional, because when I was like coming up mentally, like learning and shit, especially like participating in the classes, it would be like, they would always, the word non-traditional would be like attached to so many different things, like the non-traditional thoughts about this, the non-traditional approach to thinking about the transatlantic slave trade, so I just understood like, oh, that, you know, that kind of tell you like, okay, we have a tradition in our community, right?
Yeah.
So if we have a tradition and everybody's coming up in this tradition, we are going to get so many of the similar people.
Yeah. And you know what? They just call it by a different name. They call it culture.
I mean, shit, you can call it culture, especially how big it done got.
Everything that we supposed to do is our culture.
So it's certain things that if you get into a relationship are going to happen. It's certain conversations that nobody could have with their moms. Like, check it, right? The way being a human is supposed to work is we supposed to teach each other and grow. But like, yo, it's common for like a parent to just cut that off. Like, oh nah, I can't do no wrong. And then raise you like that.
Yeah. Yo, and hide all of the things that could help you. Like, yo, why are you hiding your past? Like,
why would you hide your past? Why would you not commute? Because, right, long before you came around, guess what happened to them? You got to be able to guess it, because you don't have a relationship with the rest of your family. So right from there, you can guess what happened with your moms and her family.
Oh, no. See, I do have that because of her. But I just won't keep it up. Like, at one point, I thought that shit would never end. But I think it's just more so me, where I don't think it's none of them that can help me from here to where I'm going.
All right, look, if anybody watching this right now, I would like to know how close you are to family, friends, anything. But, bro, so what I'm saying is, so you feel like your mom's and her family had no turmoil whatsoever at any point?
Yeah, I mean, among sisters, they all sisters, so I'm pretty sure. But, like, I never with coming up. I only know two aunts that I feel they'll argue with each other. And I've only heard, I've never actually seen it, but they clash heads. But besides that, like, nah, all my aunts kind of like was all together. Like, even still, like, my mom goes see her, they come pick my mom. They be,
Yo,
you know, they rob, they,
what's crazy?
Pop up here.
Yo, what's crazy is, see, so this, yo, bro, you know, a lot of times, especially when Mad Kid was on the show, we be talking, we'd be getting into it and stuff, but I wish we could just get deep into those kind of conversations, right? Because Mad Kid got a big family, and they will get together, right? And, like, do shit, right? But it's turmoil there. Since they're around each other, so I think, like, so look, right? Say for instance that you and all your family lived in the same place. Y'all might get together, y'all might interact with each other, right?
Yeah.
But if you move, does that change the dynamic of things? I don't think good relationships, a move changes the dynamic of the relationship. One way or the other, if that relationship is good to you, if you feel it's necessary, if you desire it, y'all motherfuckers gonna find a way to see each other, be in contact, it's still gonna grow. So a long time ago, like somebody in your mom's life at some point didn't put the full emphasis on it. The only way it could be outside of that is if some crazy turmoil happened where even if the emphasis was put on it, it's not gonna fly. That's why I think that families be needing a super successful person. Yeah, we don't need reparations. Yeah, black people, we don't need reparations, gang. I would never want. They could never do it like that. It'll destroy. If they gave black people reparations, it would destroy whatever love or connection is left in the black community immediately. Like I think that it would damn near set us back to where some other people up the chain would have to make decisions like, yo, we got to put them back, and we got to go back to slavery for a little while. We got to. I think that you put the money in the wrong hands.
Listen, I think that reparation going right back in them niggas' pockets the way niggas gonna do it, man. Listen,
Yeah, that'll happen just like the COVID shit. But if it was on a consistent basis, it would pretty much because look, so when we talking right now, pretty much like coming to the conclusion, yo, how could we get a family together? How could we build up some semblance of love or connection? It kind of all lean towards like having money. So, yeah. But what I was saying was like, yo.
Because that would be the only, like, or achieving something, because like I said, the only reason that I just don't feel it is because, like, there's nobody I can go to and that I feel can help me get ahead. Like you said, nobody was successful. I don't even think a lot of people made it good. You know, they just made it through life.
So like, there you go. Hold on. So there you go. So look. Let me show you the connection, right? The way it's supposed to be is that's Mad Kid phone right there again too. All right, yo. The way it's supposed to be is, I'm gonna finish this. The way it's supposed to be is, right. Everybody that we like, your family. Pardon me, I was about to, yo, bro. Yo, let me put that on speaker. Yo. Yeah. So look, the way it's supposed to be is like this, right? Everybody, like, if we family and we know each other and we communicating, we all know each other positions in life. I know how much he could put in, how much he got. He might be fucked up. He got this going. Everybody got this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right before us. That's the evidence. It's something missing when we can't say, hey, oh, yo, I think we could figure out how to at least propel somebody, to propel a few of us to, that's no connection. But the connection is there because you get a job and you got to work in sync with people to do something that's easier to do. You can do it.
Yeah, I always use that example when people tell me they can't. Like, if you go to work or you go to jail, I used to say around here a lot, like, when you get in with the program.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me you can't do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. But yeah,
Or like just or like look, put me at ease. Put me at ease. So what we need to do is what we do is we alienate greatness. In our community, we alienate greatness. We alienate the person that's like, hey, I want to stand up and say that all this shit is dumb and we need to switch this around. That person get alienated and kicked out.
Yeah. Then when he over there working for them, that nigga a sellout. Like, nah, nigga, he tried to do it over here first.
And that further breaks it down. So it's like, yo, I just think that like something happens because it's a natural thing within us to want to interact and be around our family members and do this. So whenever they say somebody like, I'm a lone wolf, I'm a loner, or this, soon as we start digging into their shit, they done been molested.
Yeah. I always say that. Like, yeah, for you to want to be that, something had to happen.
Soon as we start digging into your joint, we find out that you having these weird thoughts and his body's in the woods.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
For real. Yo, bro.
Yeah, it's always something down the line, because you know what, I can even think of an event that, I know it probably, you know, I don't know how, it made her firmer, but something her sister told her one time when she needed it, like, oh, you don't, I remember she told me, like, I forgot what the fuck we talking about, but she told me that, and I always remember, because I'm like, yo, that's how she is, the way she is. She was like, well, if you don't, I feel like she needed it, and her sister told her, like, yo, if you can't afford it, you don't need it, instead of, like, you know, help it. And that made me think when you said, like, you know, you alienate the greatness, like, that could have been you helping to propel forward, but it was like, nah, I don't want to put nothing to that. I don't know if it was that serious, but...
Nah, I think those are more serious kind of things, too, because, like, it's like, man, it's a mindset. You know, I could go so deep into that, like, Christmas time come around, you want to spend a couple $1,000s on just getting random gifts. But if somebody want to start a business, no. So you got to think about, like mentally. So say a young kid, say the kid is 14 and he think he got great ideas. He like, I'll figure something out. And instead of my aunts and uncles getting me presents for my birthday and Christmas, I'm going to tell them to give me the money so I could do this. They would probably be like, oh, I'm not a good man. No, come on, you too young, man. You got to go to school, do this. The motherfucker's a kill at. And if he persistent, start to look at him like he a nuisance, like he an issue, yeah. Like, yo, not like, yeah. And that's because the gift giving, right? The gift giving is more for the person than it is for the
person giving it. Yeah. I always say that, especially when year after year, niggas do the same shit, or people give you the same shit, like, nigga, we don't shop at the same place. You gonna go to Walmart like I'm gonna go to Walmart.
And you know who people like to give? Real. You know who people like to give gifts to the most?
Kids.
Kids and people that's beneath them. Feel like they doing something. Yeah, we got a lot of deep, wild things.